The corporate capture application attempts to read the microline, the amount, and assesses the image quality of each item. If issues are detected, the item will appear in red and an alert symbol will display in the errors column. Deposit errors must be resolved prior to completing deposits. Users should assess the usability of the check image for every item with an error condition and ensure that the front and back of every individual check is captured clearly. Items can be dishonored for poor image quality by financial institutions for up to 90 days. It's possible that more than one error condition will apply to a single item. The additional error message will appear when the higher priority error has been resolved. The Next Error button can be used to navigate to the next item in the deposit with a recognized error if applicable. When the last error in the deposit has been resolved, click the Save button. Changes made to items are logged in the item history and are viewable by supervisor and analyst users. If an amount can't be read by the application or it's not confident the amount was read correctly, you'll be prompted to enter or confirm the item amount. Click the Edit icon to bring up the Edit Item page. An amount error message will display and the amount box will appear red. Assess the usability of the item's image to ensure that the amount error was not the result of a poorly captured check. Verify that the front and back of a single check is displayed, the check is correctly oriented, and the image is not skewed. If the item has an amount that was unclear or written in gel ink, write Taken As and note the dollar amount on the top right-hand corner of the item. Do not modify the amount, date, or the payee field. If the item is not acceptable, locate the original item. Click the Delete button. Place the item back in the scanner feed area, and click the Add Item button to rescan. If the image is acceptable, enter or confirm the amount and navigate to the next error if applicable, or click Save to save changes to a single item. Occasionally, the application may read and apply an amount incorrectly. In this event, the deposit will be out of balance, but no error will be displayed. Use the original checks to compare to the amounts that are listed on screen. Once the incorrect item is located, click the Edit icon to bring up the Edit Item page. Verify that the image is acceptable for deposit. Override the incorrect amount in the amount box, and click the Save button to save the change. On a best effort basis, as items are scanned, they're compared to other items in the database for up to 180 days. When the application recognizes a potential duplicate item, the item is flagged with a warning icon. Ensure that you follow your financial institution's policy pertaining to the handling of potential duplicate items. Click the Edit icon to bring up the Edit Item page. A duplicate warning will display. Click the duplicate link to view the image and deposit details for the potential duplicate item. For privacy reasons, the image and deposit information for both items will only display if both items were scanned at a location that you are granted access to. If the matching item was scanned at a different location or different financial institution, the second image and deposit information will appear blank. If the deposit details and image for both items are available, it is very likely the item was scanned twice in error, either in the current deposit or in a previous deposit. Carefully review the items and the information provided, and proceed according to your financial institution's policy. Click the Return to Edit Item button to return to the previous page. Do not override a duplicate item warning unless your financial institution has advised you when this would be permitted. If you are unsure how to proceed, click the Delete button on the Edit Item page to delete the item from the deposit and contact your financial institution for instructions. If the application determines an item has poor image quality, it will trigger a failed image quality alert error, and the item will be flagged with a warning icon. Be aware that an item can be dishonored for poor image quality for up to 90 days. Click the Edit icon to bring up the Edit Item page. A failed image quality message will display. The failed image quality link can be clicked to review the results of image quality tests. Checks with failed image quality can result from items that are scanned askew, backwards, upside down, folded, bent, piggyback, or because they are an otherwise poor image. Items that fail image quality tests should be deleted and rescanned to capture a good quality image. Locate the original item or items and repair if necessary. Click the Delete button. Place the item or items back in the scanner feed area. And click the Add Item button to rescan. If after deleting and rescanning the item it continues to be flagged for poor image quality and you decide to override a failed image quality alert error, click the Override Image Quality Alert checkbox. Navigate to the next error if applicable, or click Save to save changes to a single item. If the application is unable to read the microline and assign an item type, the item will be flagged with an unknown item type error. It is very important to review the item carefully to determine why an item type could not be automatically assigned. Poor microreads can result from items that are scanned askew, upside down, bent, backward, piggyback, or have a damaged microline. Piggyback items are the result of two or more checks that travel through the scanner together and are captured together in a single image. Piggyback items are not permitted in a deposit, and the image must be deleted and the items involved rescanned. If the microline could not be read for any reason, the image must be deleted from the deposit and the items involved rescanned in order to attempt to capture the full microline for each item. Locate the original item. Repair the microline if necessary. Click the Delete button. Place the item back in the scanner feed area, and click the Add Item button to rescan. If after rescanning the item the application is still unable to assign an item type, and you've determined that the image is clear, not skewed, contains the front and back of a single item, and a complete microline is visible, you may decide to reclassify the unknown item. Click the drop-down box and select the appropriate item type for the item. If you're unsure which item type to select, consult the Capture User Quick Reference Guide. Navigate to the next error if applicable, or click Save to save changes to a single item. There are two ways to delete an item from a deposit, and the method used will depend which screen you're currently on in the application. To delete an item from the deposit item list, click the Delete icon beside the item. To delete an item from the Edit Item pop-up, click the Delete button. When viewing images on the Edit Item screen, you can use the Image Viewer controls at the top of the page to view specific areas of the item or to manipulate the image. Zoom in magnifies the image. Zoom out shrinks the image. Zoom to signature magnifies the signature area. Zoom to endorsement magnifies the endorsement area. Rotate image right rotates the image clockwise. Rotate image left rotates the image counterclockwise. View front displays the front image of the item. View back displays the rear image of the item. Reverse video switches between the regular black-on-white view and a white-on-black version of the image. This may be helpful for hard-to-read checks.